Hey everyone, have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered, why are there clouds up there and where do they come from? Well, today we're going to dive into the fascinating world of clouds. By the end of this video, you'll have all the answers. So let's get started. Alright, let's start with the basics. What exactly are clouds? In simple terms, clouds are made up of tiny water droplets or ice crystals that are suspended in the air. These tiny droplets are so small that they float, and when many of them group together, they become visible to us as clouds. But how do these droplets form in the first place? Let's find out. Clouds form through a process called condensation. Now, when the sun heats the Earth's surface, water from oceans, lakes, and rivers evaporates and turns into water vapor, which is just water in gas form. This water vapor then rises into the atmosphere because warm air is lighter than cool air. As the air rises, it cools down. Once the air cools to a certain point, called the dew point, it can no longer hold all that water vapor, so it condenses into tiny water droplets. And that's how clouds begin to form. Picture this. Imagine holding a cold drink on a hot day. The moisture from the air condenses on the outside of the glass. That's the same thing happening in the sky, except on a much larger scale. Now let's talk about where clouds come from. It all starts with the sun. The sun heats up the Earth's surface, which in turn heats the air above it. This warm air, loaded with water vapor, rises into the atmosphere. As it goes higher, the air becomes cooler, and the moisture starts to condense. So, clouds are essentially the result of warm, moist air rising, cooling down, and turning into water droplets or ice crystals. Think of it like this. When you see steam rising from a hot cup of coffee, that steam is just water vapor, much like the air around us. As it rises and cools, it condenses into little droplets. Clouds are like that, but much, much bigger. Clouds come in all shapes and sizes, and they can tell us a lot about the weather. For example, cumulus clouds are the puffy, cotton-like clouds you usually see on sunny days. These form when warm air rises and cools quickly. On the other hand, stratus clouds are flat, low-lying clouds that bring overcast skies and can even lead to light rain. Then we have cirrus clouds, which are high up in the atmosphere, made of ice crystals, and usually signal that weather is about to change. And of course, there's the mighty cumulonimbus clouds, those towering thunderstorm clouds that can bring rain, lightning, and even tornadoes. So the next time you look up and see clouds in the sky, you'll know that they're the result of warm, moist air rising, cooling, and condensing into tiny droplets. And depending on the type of cloud, you might even be able to predict the weather. Clouds are pretty amazing when you think about it, right? If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more cool videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.